We are the atmosphere. We are the voice. We are the energy. We are the noise. We are the kingdom. We are the vibe. We are the 12th man at Arrowhead Drive.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the 12th Man at Arrowhead Drive. I am your host, Kevin Britton, bringing you all your Chiefs content every Sunday and every Wednesday right here on Stadium Drive Sports. Also, be sure to tune in on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time to the Combo Show Live, where myself and Sean Barr, the host of the Royal Way, get together and talk Chiefs and Royals all in one sitting. We answer your questions that you have emailed to us at stadiumdrivesports@gmail.com, and also answer any questions or comments in the live chat during that show as well. So be sure to tune in. But today's episode I'm super excited for. We're going to be breaking down the AFC West. We're going to look at all four teams, each starting position on the offense and defense. We're going to be ranking each player first, second, third, or fourth, just looking within the division. They say if you want to win it all starts in your division. So for us, it starts with who is the best in the AFC West. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop right into it here today. We're going to start by taking a look on the offensive side of the ball. So, taking a look here, you can see I have this organized out with the Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, and Raiders starting lineups. And I have color-coded for your viewing pleasure. So, the blue indicates first, yellow indicating second, third is indicated by orange, and then fourth indicated by red. Some of these were super easy, no-brainers. Some of them were pretty tough, and honestly, there's some that are pretty debatable too. You guys may not agree with me on all of these, or you may even be surprised by some. I was surprised by a couple after I really dove into each team's starting lineup. But to start off at the quarterback position, kind of a no-brainer with this one. Mahomes is number 1, Herbert number 2, Wilson number 3, Carr number 4. I think if you want to debate Herbert, Wilson, who's better, it's debatable. I do think Herbert is the better overall player at this point, though. So, first place goes to the Chiefs for quarterback. Running back, fourth place to the Chiefs. We have Eckler, we have Javonte Williams, and Josh Jacobs. I think all are better overall running backs at this point than Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Tight end, again, no-brainer. Kelsey in first, Waller in second. I have Everett in third, and then Albert O in fourth. Wide receiver position. Now, this is where you can kind of debate who's the number 1, who's the number 2. Are they really stacked up against the right people here? I just went with what my gut told me. And again, they're debatable, especially on the order. But if you look at the number 1 wide receivers, Keenan Allen, Sutton, or Judy, whichever one you really want to put there. I think it can go either way. And then Adams. We definitely have the worst number 1 receiver in the conference. No slight to Juju. I think he is a good player. He's just not the other 3. Second, I have Hardman listed as our number 2. I think this is the way it shakes out. Because I think MVS is going to be much more of just a deep threat. Yeah, he'll be on the outside quite a bit. But I think Hardman truly is our number 2 wide receiver. I think you'll see that through the target share. But you compare that to Mike Williams, Jerry Jeudy, or Cortland Sutton, whichever one you think is number 2. And then Renfro, I think Hardman is the worst of the 4 at that spot. And then at the number 3 spot, again, MVS, Hardman, mix those around as you will. I think either way you go about it, you're going to find that our number 3 receiver is better than the other number 3 receivers in this division. And then the left tackle spot. This one actually surprised me when I really started to look at it and broke it down. Colton Miller, best left tackle in the division. Slater, number 2. Bowles, number 3, which makes Orlando Brown the worst left tackle in the division. Surprising? I'd say it's debatable. But I think if you look at the numbers and everything, you'll find that it does make sense for Brown to be number 4 just because of who the competition is. Again, no slight to Brown. When we look at the interior of the offensive line, clean sweep for the Chiefs here. Tooney is the best left guard. Creed is the best center. And Trey Smith is the best right guard. Now, we'll see what Zion does for the Chargers in the future, but just there's no way you can put him at number one. So we clean sweeped there. And then the right tackle spot, we came in second. Now, I think no matter who starts at right tackle for us, whether it's Niang, whether it's Wiley, whether it's Kennard, I think any of them would be number 2 on this list. So kind of any way that you want to shake that out, I think we're still going to come out with the same. So I did a scoring system on this. What I did is just reverse the numbers. So if you are first place on that position, you get 4 points. Second place gets third place gets 2, and then last place gets 1. And the way those numbers kind of shake themselves out, if you add it up on the offensive side of things, the Chiefs and the Chargers tie with a score of 31. The Broncos come in second with a score of 26. And the Las Vegas Raiders are the cellar dwellers with 22 points on the offensive side of things. So we will take a look at the defensive side now and break that down for you guys right after this.
Welcome, Royals Empire. You now have an informative, interactive show made right here in Kansas City and made just for the Royals fans. Hosted by me, Sean Barr. Let me take you down the Royal way as you indulge yourself with some great Royals coverage along with coverage around the league. Plus a variety of fun segments. Might even learn a thing or two. Even for the avid fan. Come join me. This is the Royal Way, only here on Stadium Drive Sports.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and hop right back into it. Let's take a look at the defensive side of the ball here. Now, before we do that, guys, do me a favor. If you guys are new to the channel or if you haven't already, feel free to click that subscribe button so you can continue to see the content in the future. If you want to hit the little bell notification to get notified, feel free. It's obviously your guys' choice, but if you guys do like the content, you like this breakdown, click the thumbs up, like the video, lets me know you guys enjoy what we're doing here at Stadium Drive Sports. And of course, I always want your comments. I want to be able to interact with you guys. I want to be able to feature your comments on future episodes as well. And like I said, just be able to hold that two-way dialogue between you guys and us here at Stadium Drive Sports. So, defensive side of the ball. This one's a little tricky. Again, there's some debatable spots, but the Chiefs and the Raiders run a 4-3. The Chargers and Broncos run a 3-4, which can make it a little tricky on kind of matching up position by position, player by player. So I just did what I could to try to make it be able to make sense to compare it. So starting off with the defensive end, Max Crosby is the best defensive end on any of these teams. And again, that's with the caveat that the Chargers actually run a 3-4, so Bosa technically is not a defensive end. But you guys see how it shakes out there. I have Clark listed as third in the group. Defensive tackle, I wasn't sure where Noddy was going to fall after before I kind of really dove into the other rosters. But Noddy comes in second place for the defensive tackles. One of the defensive tackle spots, I should say. And then obviously Chris Jones being one of the best in the entire league. Chris Jones, best defensive tackle with who he is matched up against there. Karlaftis at the other defensive end. He's a rookie. We don't really know exactly what we have. And the other guys are pretty dang solid that he's going against. You have Bosa, Chubb, and Chandler Jones. So even if Karlaftis had experience, I don't think he would be trumping any of those guys at this point. Linebacker position. Willie Gay comes in third place. Bolton comes in first place for the middle linebackers. And then Chanel comes in third place for the other linebacker spot. And as you can see with the 3-4-4-3, Chanel's kind of up against Gregory and Mack. Not really an even matchup, but regardless, established guys that have produced well in the league versus a rookie, they're definitely going to top him. And then the cornerback spot, again, number ones, number twos, just kind of shook it out here. But Snead came in second behind Darby. McDuffie did come in last, going against Jackson, Surtain, and Mullen. This could all be irrelevant a year from now. McDuffie could turn out to be an absolute stud and jump way up this list, but just trying to really look into this upcoming year. Fenton comes in second place if we look at the third corner on a team. And then, again, I was surprised here once I started to dive into it, but Justin Reed came in fourth place, last place for his position, going up against James, Jackson, and Abram. And then Thornhill came in third place, coming in behind Simmons and Adderley, but being better than Morrig. So that is the defense and how it shook out. And when we look at the grades for the defensive side of the ball, the Chargers were first place with 32 points. Denver right behind them for second place with 31 points. Chiefs weren't too far behind with 28 points, but we were the worst defense shaking it out this way. Vegas edged us by 1 point with 29. Now let's take a look, offense, defense, total together. Who is the best in the West? If we're looking offense, defense, starting lineups, ranking them up against each other, let's take a look at the totals. As you can see, the Chargers, they came out in first place. So if you want to just look offense, defense, and just rank them out, Chargers have the best overall roster on offense and defense in the AFC West. They totaled 63 points. Chiefs second place with 59. Denver third place with 57. And then the Las Vegas Cellar Dwellers with 51 points. So, I'll say it. The Chargers have the best overall, all-around team in the AFC West. Does that mean that they are the best team in the West? It doesn't. Keep in mind that your top-notch players, Patrick Mahomes, can definitely outweigh the other team considerably at that position. Also, you have to look special teams. The Chiefs have an amazing special teams. We have for quite some time. Dave Tubb does a great job with that unit. And then, of course, head coach. We have the best head coach in the division, hands down, no question about it. So, on paper, Chargers have the best roster. But I think when you factor in everything else, I think the Chiefs still have the best team overall. We will see if the Chargers are able to prove us wrong, but the hype is real when you talk about the Chargers, as much as I don't want to give them credit. But the Chiefs are still the team to beat in the AFC West until somebody shows that they can do it consistently, do it through an entire season, and outproduce the Chiefs record-wise. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Did you guys agree? Do you guys like what I did? Do you guys disagree with any of them as well? I definitely want to hear your guys' feedback on this. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, my name is Kevin Britton. This is the 12th Man at Arrowhead Drive. Until next time.